All right, and we are recording. Greetings, my Tauruses. This is Damien with HK Readings, Healing Culture Tarot. I'm here to do your October general reading. This is going to be for October 2019 for Taurus's Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter. Stay tuned to see if any of the messages resonate with you. If they do, wonderful. I'd love your feedback. Subscribe to the channel, like, and leave your comments as well. I posted in the description box that for the sign of the highest viewership for the general readings, I go within the comments and I have like a tarot raffle, like I put all of the names to the cards, however many comments, however many cards I choose, shuffle those real good, pull one, and give a free reading. So I have something that I am going to catch up on for the prior 3 months tomorrow, and this is going to kick off October with you, Taurus. So just wanted to give that. I also have information about personal readings in the description box and how to contact me as well to book that. To go ahead and get into the reading, the card of the Crow. So we have the card of the Crow that's crowning your reading. We have a lot of beautiful energy, as well, including 3 out of 4 major arcana. But we start off with the 10 of discs here. We get into the Desert Hermit, the Charmer, and the Water Wheel. So in relation to traditional tarot, we have the 10 of Pentacles, or the 10 of Coins, the Hermit, the Magician, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Basically what this crown is talking about is the level of psychic energy that you have stepped into. Your clairvoyance is peaking right now. There are a lot of things that you're able to see that are allowing you to grasp different realizations on things in your life, okay? May obtain different outlooks and perspectives on things that break down maybe some of that stubborn nature or some of the rigidity that you may have in how you were viewing things before. Because the intent has always been there to manifest, I think, you know, what you want. I think you've always felt very confident in your powers of manifestation. It's just that what may have counteracted that is you not giving up the old ways that you knew weren't conducive to bringing that about because of hurt you may have experienced, which makes many of us fear change, right? But from the work that you've been doing, searching for your inner light here, it's given you a lot of clarity in the direction you need to go, or at least the direction you need to get away from, okay? You're finding ways to get answers, though it may be hard to see exactly like the big picture of where you're going, but that's the step-by-step journey of a new path, you know, just how it goes, right? So there's nothing to fear with it. As far as the comfort and security that you want, as far as the strengthening or creation of a family that you want, what had to be changed, again, were perceptions of it. Things had to be unearthed and uprooted that were directly related to your experiences. If you have harsh or tragic or toxic experiences, you have to ensure that they are shaping you for the better and not just gonna be like a calloused response to things. So go you, Taurus, for breaking down so much of what people think that, you know, we can't. I'm a Taurus sun. In Vedic, I'm a Taurus sun and a Taurus moon, you know? It is very hard for us to change when we know what we want and we feel like we're so certain on what we have to do to get it. You know, it is very hard for us to relinquish control in that regard. To say, maybe I don't know what I want. or maybe I know what I want, but I don't know how to get there because the results have proven futile. Maybe if I don't want to listen to anybody else's advice, I can look within and trust myself. Trusting yourself is something that, has had to come back to, that has helped you get to the point where you could even reflect and accept and internalize anything you gain from the hermit journey. You had to learn to trust yourself again. You had to learn to trust others again. These mirrors that are out here, because it's a two-way street with everything. So that's beautiful. But with this magician energy, there's so much that, when we talk about like what you've changed and shifted in your life, following that is the water wheel. This is exactly, this is directly talking about how as you begin to have these things shift because of the psychic and intuitive energy that you're paying attention to and that you're nurturing, things are finally going to change, Taurus. Things are finally going to change. So you can get this 10 of Pentacles. So you can get this 10 of Disc, this 10 of Coins, 10 of Comfort, 10 of Pleasure. So you can get that. And it's very humbling to realize that not only do you have to change, but you're going to actively work on it. And you're going to respond differently to people who are not trying to bash you, but constructively help you. Okay? Because from what I'm sensing, one of these people that is trying to constructively help you, that is trying to be there for you, that you might not be giving enough credit because of, again, past circumstances and situations, is who you're going to have this 10 of Disc with. Okay? Sorry, not sorry. And there's no reason to be. I mean, this is beautiful. But I mean, it tells me a lot about this individual as if they're a different breed. Maybe used to the exciting ones, the ones who put it all out there so okay? And I've talked about this in a reading for you before. But where have those relationships gotten you? This person is a little slower. This person is full of the energy that you are encompassing when you take on this Desert Hermit energy. And with the 10 of Disc here, and the Desert Hermit here, Taurus, you may very well be dealing with a Virgo, okay? And for those of you who this resonates with, check that chart. But I'm sensing high Virgo Sun here. See, this deck is, every deck's a little different with these cards. I'm sensing Virgo Sun, and that is what is in this card here. That is what he is going towards. That is what he is looking towards over the horizon, as you can see, going towards the sun, going towards the illumination. But this Desert Hermit energy means you may very well be going towards a Virgo. Motion forward towards a Virgo. Okay? And this is, when I was meditating over the crown and the sub-crown, when I pulled them, you always notice things differently about the cards as you go along. And I never noticed that his feet are off the ground there. You see his feet are off the ground. And his arms, because you can't really tell by his arms that he's pushing himself up to perch and like really look over, or really extend himself over. Maybe climb over, maybe not, but really just beginning to put his energy that way. That means he's looking to go towards something finally, because he's been behind this barrier for some time. Plotting, deciding what he wants, deciding that he's going to appreciate and accept who he is, and that he's worthy of achieving what he wants when it pertains to moving forward, okay? And is giving motion towards that sun there. And it's aligning with me very much thinking that many of you are coming together with a Virgo somewhere in that chart, where there's just a lot of that energy here, a lot of stable, solid, but very shy and reserved earth energy, So this relationship is gonna look a lot different than what you're used to having, this bond, this connection. But I mean, isn't that what you'd want at this point? Something different? and you see it and you know it. So I think also with this Desert Hermit energy, it's like you see it and you know it, but there's a lot of reservation that you have in regards to this individual. Not really and it's not about this individual themselves, it's just in regards to your connection with them. Let me clarify those words, But something is allowing you to lose fear, and I think it's this person. I mean, it's you, of course, but this individual, though they may have like a slow and steady pace, though they, maybe not so like outwardly flirtatious, but you can tell how they look at you and how they touch you, just how much they want you. They still do enough to shine in brightly in your life and be there in ways that make you want to come closer and come out of, I don't want to say hiding, but just your own world where you were fine building your own 10 of discs. Which shows me that ultimately you knew you wanted a relationship. Ultimately, the goal is to get there, but you were going to do things differently this time to change your destiny. You weren't going to rush in. You were going to take your time to craft your internal world and your external world.